Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Deborah, and today I'm going to be doing another of the Roxy Weekly challenges, this time number 20, which is the triple pockets. I wanted also to just put something on these labels before I go any further. I've got a little stamp out. I'm not sure how these are going to go on this. I've kind of gone and seen what I could find in terms of the stamps that I have. I'll just grab my ink pad, because I thought it might be nice to actually have something on these labels rather than just having them as they are. So I'm wondering if I can put this on here, and I do have quite a few of these labels, so if this doesn't work, it's really not the end of the world. I can do a couple of attempts. There you go, that's not too bad. That's a D. It's probably a tiny bit high, but it's probably as good as what I'm going to get. I'll try another one like that, I think. This time I think I'll try this one with the squares all over it, and I'm going to put it sideways so I can see a bit more what I'm doing. Try this. Okay, that's slightly off the edge. That's okay, I still might be able to use those. And then I've got this one, which is like, it's a little sort of like something you would find on an old book or something. I'll show you it. I'll just stamp it here so you can see it. See, it's got that little tiny thing. I don't know if you're picking that up, but maybe that would look quite good on here. I'll just eyeball that and stick it down. Okay, that's not too bad. I know it's going over the edge of the label, the green edge. It's always going to do that because of the size of the label versus the stamp. I'll try one on this little one here. Just gives a bit of a different look to the label by having it stamped on. I've also got this one here, which is just writing. I'll try it on here and see if it's going to work. That one's not too bad either. I've got a little bit of writing on there now. Just thought I might try some of those and see how it went really. I do have plenty of stamps, but most of them are quite large, so it's hard to actually use them on these tiny little labels. But the one I probably like most of all is the D. I might try another one of those on there. So I wonder if I can do it on this one here. Let's see. Okay, I'll finish playing with those now. So I thought I could use some of these actually on the piece that I'm going to do. So I'll pop those to one side and put the labels away. And now let's go. So I've got two pieces of paper out, just with writing on the back and the floral part on the front. These are just from a botanical book. I was just going to eyeball that and cut that down and see how it goes. There you go. I've started wearing my Fitbit again, if you're noticing the thing on my arm. Thought I'd better try and get my walking, do a bit more walking than what I've been doing and count my steps a little bit. And we went out in the van this morning. We got to drive a motorhome, the same one, not the one we're getting, but the same brand and everything as the one we're getting. Now, I was hoping that I could fold these. Oh, if I do it this way, I was thinking, how am I going to fold these so that the pictures are up? Then I've realised that if I do it this way, it'll work. So yes, we've just been out for a drive. That was fun. I drove it too. It was interesting. No, it was fine. Actually, I didn't mind it at all. It was pretty easy to drive, I've got to say. The whole thing was pretty easy. It's just got to remember that it's big. That's the only thing, is just to recall how big the thing is that you're driving along down the road. And I've got some of this German paper here. This is from an old German book written in German. I should clarify, when I mean a German book, it's actually written in German. I got this at an op shop, and it's quite lovely. Or not an op shop, a vintage shop that I went to. I thought that it was quite nice too. Now, I want it to be not all the way down. It doesn't have to go all the way down. It just needs to go half the way down. So about there. and then I'll have to tear the edge off as well, otherwise it's not going to fit in the spot where I want it to fit. So this is just quite a simple fold, just folding in half and half again, and then over and tuck. So when you fold it in half, it's not quite in half. I've left kind of a, you know, probably half an inch or so, yeah, half an inch along that edge there. So that forms one pocket. This is your second pocket. And then I'm not sure how Rachel did it, whether she formed this as the pocket or actually put the pocket in here, but it doesn't really matter. Whichever way you do it, you'll have 3 pockets. So we'll just get that open now and put this piece of paper down so that it fits in here. And that way you can make some pretty easy pockets with 3 places to put some, you know, journaling or whatever it is you want to put down. And of course I will need to also make some things to go in them, so I have the whole set ready. So I might give one of these away in my next Happy Mail, I think. I'll have a look and see what else I've got to go in my Happy Mail. So if I put this down here right on that edge, and then that'll go down there. Now if I also just stick this down just to be sure that that's not going to pop up again, I think, and then over. Now with this, I'm not going to use glue stick for this second part. I find that it doesn't hold enough. It's great for sticking down pieces of paper, particularly book page, but I prefer to use my glue when I'm creating an actual pocket like this. So just some glue here. Oh, it's not coming out because I haven't undone the lid. It always helps if you actually twist the lid. That one will go there, and just a little bit down here to stick that down. Then I've got one in here, and then as I said, either one there or one at the back. It doesn't really matter, whichever way you want to do it. And then I think I might do the second one first, and then I'll have 2, and I'm decorating them up and also creating something to go in them. So start just by tearing to get a straight edge, and then over in half, and in half again, or not quite in half, leaving a little bit on the side. I'm sure if you've watched Roxy's video, you'll see, pretty sure that's how she did it. Sometimes I watch a video and it's a while until I actually get around to making the thing that she is making. Now I want that, that's right, I have to turn it. I'm trying to think how I turned it before so I could still have the pictures up the correct way, but this is how I did it. I remembered now. And one there, and then this comes over and folds down here. Now we're out of lockdown now, so I went out to Spotlight this morning because I needed to get some stuff, and they had quilt batting on special, which is usually a half price. So it pretty much was maybe even a little bit more than half price off. And I think me and every other person in Brisbane went out because it was really packed. But good that I managed to grab my quilt batting, because I think the special finishes this week, and for some odd reason they had free click and collect at Spotlight in New South Wales and Spotlight in somewhere else, but not in Brisbane, and or Queensland actually. I'm not sure why, because we were in lockdown as well. It must have been Victoria was the other one. Maybe they didn't think our lockdown was long enough or something, because we didn't get a free click and collect. In fact, we don't have click and collect at all. I think it was free if you spent more than $30, which I did, but we didn't even have the option to have it here. It's looking, I like that side better, I think, and put this down. So, because otherwise I would have just got it on click and collect. Then I do think it also takes a couple of days to pick up on click and collect. I'm not really sure how that works. I've never done it before, so doesn't matter. I drove up there, got my batting, and well, that was after we went out and drove the van, and then came home again. So it all worked out in the end. This time I'll make this little pocket down here first. And then, now I could also stick the top. Maybe I'll do that this time. I'll stick the top here. One can be like a tuck spot and one can be a pocket. Put that over. Yeah, see, I've left that one open so I can get my hand in there. And I don't know if I'll do that or stick it all down. I'm going to leave it as is for now because I'm not sure which way I'm going to go with it. And this one I've put the actual pocket in here. So you've got the pocket, but not the top part. You can't get into that top part now. Now, I was going to use one of the labels as well. Not sure if I'll use the ones that I've got there. These ones have got numbers on them already. I quite like these. And I like these ones that have got the green around the outside. I'm not sure if I like those. I don't mind the little one, but you know, I just really wanted to try to see if I like them. This little one's okay. And maybe, you know, like even this one might be okay. I think I need some smaller stamps. So I'm not sure I like how it goes out over the edge of the green. So I might just see if I'm going to use those. I have these number labels and I'm just going to pop these on. So I've got the 8, which I'll put up here for no other reason other than the fact that I just thought a number might look good there. And then I have a 1. These are just some cheap label stickers. They weren't expensive, but I quite like them regardless. They don't have to be expensive to be liked. There you go. And now I was going to use some of these, but I actually have decided I don't think I really like these. I don't mind the little one. The little one's okay, but the rest, I don't like how it's gone over the edge of the green. Yep, I don't know if I'll use those. I'll leave them out of the way. I might not use them. But I've got a couple of other things here that I wanted to decorate with. These are the Tim Holtz butterflies. I've got the clear ones and also the coloured ones. I was hoping that I had a coloured one or two that I could use in here. I quite like that. That's nice, isn't it? Nice butterfly. Might have to tip it the other way though. And it's quite clear still, so you can still see the greenery through the butterfly. I don't know how it'll stick with a glue stick, but I might try and see if I can get it down. Actually, I might put it on there. It's probably more suited in colour to this one than that one. I don't normally use a glue stick for these, but I'll see what it does when I put a glue stick on it. Just do an experiment and see if it'll stick. I think that looks quite good. I like that colour. And then the other thing I got out was these. Oops, up the wrong way. Here you go. These are the quote chips. Just to grunge that up a tiny bit. I've hardly put any on. It's, you know, you're probably not even picking that up on camera. But I find at times these are quite stark when you put them on things, and just by putting that tiny little bit of distress ink on there, it really helps, you know, make them not jump so much. I think they look better when they're a bit grunged. Only a tiny bit, but I guess that's the beauty of them. You can grunge them up or you can do other things to them, and if you want to use them how they are, then that would be fine too. So I don't know if I need anything more on there or not. Thinking whether that's enough. I do have something else out, but I'm not sure if I want to put it on there. Let's just have a look in here. These are the field notes that I got out. Just thinking whether that might look all right down here. It's not quite long enough, is it? No. or maybe a tiny little label since I've got labels. Let's put a little label down here. Probably not on that one. I think that one's sort of done. Let's try this one. And I've got some smaller butterflies in here, paper butterflies, which are smaller and probably will be more suited to this. There's a blue one. No, I like that. I think I'll put, like, maybe I'll have them going up. See if I can find a third one in here. That's too big, that one. Let's see if I've got a teenier one. I'm struggling to find, actually there's this one. Never sure which way these go. That looks right. I think that's the way they go. Put that right up in the corner. No, don't like that. Here, there's a little baby one. I can put that up in the corner. Maybe something a bit bluer would be better, but I'm not sure I have any other butterflies in that colour in this little tin. No, I quite like that because I've got red flowers over there. I'm going to change this tiny label out to a bigger label like this one. Although now it's clashing with that. We'll go back to what we had before, just a tiny label down the bottom here. Yep. I don't think I'm going to get anything on there actually. I think that'll be it. I would have liked to have put something down here, but then I've got that pocket, so you really can't. It's quite sturdy too, this. And I do think I will put the glue down here because I think I'm going to make the third pocket here. When I put it on the page, you'll be able to tuck it in like that. So that'll be stuck down like that. Now I need to make something to go in them because I think that they look quite pretty. I like how I've used the botanical paper and given it more of an enhancement with the botanical sort of theme. And if I do something else on it, if I do some more tags or something to go in there, I think that's going to look good. So I'll just get some supplies to do the extras. I have some pre-made tags out now and I want to put them in here. So I think this one should fit in here. Just make sure it does. Yeah, it does. So that will fit in there. You'll have one behind and then one in the front here. So I could just leave them as they are, but I thought maybe I can just do something on them because they're looking a bit bland, aren't they? And I have some book page here. So I think I'll stick with that book page theme. Let's tear this off and put some book page down on them. So just maybe not all of it, maybe just cutting a bit like that. Seeing which bit I want on there. And just use some glue this time, some of the Boss Stick. Bit of glue on the book page and then we'll put it on and hopefully it'll work. Actually, I wish I could have just put that on there before I stuck that down. I've barely got any on there, just a little bit. And I need a ruler so I can tear it off. Oh, here it is. Okay, I thought my ruler had done a runner, but here it is here. So we'll just get this torn off. And here. And this one. I'm not sure I even needed that ruler. I could have probably just torn it around the edge of that tag. Just a little bit of stuff. I think I also need a new sponge. This one's coming off. I don't think it's going to stick that well. Yep, that bit's fallen off, so I'll have to get a new one. So I've just put some ink around here, some distress ink, and you get that really subtle look. I'll show you the two of them together so you can see the difference. See how I've got that really subtle look around the edge of that tag? See if I can get that up to camera for you. It's just ever so slight, but I think it does make a difference if you want to get a more vintagey look to your tag just by using that tiny little bit, you get that look. So if that's what you want, then that would be the thing to do. If you use the oxide's quite heavy and it'll overtake the piece. That's my experience anyway. And I do want to also put some around here because I don't like how that is. I think you can get a punch that does that sort of, what's it called? A reinforcement ring. I think you can get a punch that does that. I should get one so that I can put something on it. Of course, I could cover it as well. I might cover it next time. And then I've got my little things back again, because if I want to put this in here, I kind of like it to have a bit of a botanical theme to it. I'm not sure whether it will or not, but we'll have a go and see what I can make out of it. Thought I had some flowers in here. Seem to have a lot of butterflies and mushrooms and not many flowers left, unfortunately. I do like this butterfly. It's really pretty, isn't it? Maybe I can put that there. And I was going to put the label I had before. Maybe I can put that one down there. I wonder if there's a round one here. And put that up the top like that, just for something different. I think that's what I'm going to do. So even though I inked that circle, I just want to put this on here and turn it round so that the top is at the top. And it'll coordinate with this blue label that I'm putting down the bottom here, just slightly off center. And then the pretty butterfly, which has got gorgeous tones in it. This butterfly, I really like it. Then I'm going to put that kind of over where the join happens. And you can write on the back, journal on the back of it. So that would be one tag. Actually, I would like also to put a number on that, I think. Will I put a number on? A label. Maybe I'll put a... No, this are all green. I wonder if that will go all right, the green one. Oh, here's a little tiny round one. Look at this. I've got this one. I like the idea of numbering things. That's why I'm going to put another number on here so it numbers it. Then you'll know which tag you've written on. There you go. Hang on, I'll get that on. And I'm just using it to see whereabouts it will look good. I'm wondering if I should put it up there actually on top and take that one off. Didn't really stick it anyway. And I'm going to put it up there for... And that's going to look good when you put it in here. You're going to be able to see that number 4. Then you take it out and you've got the number 1. So that is one tag. We'll do a couple more. Quite like doing the tags, and like even if I do more than I need, I can then have some prepped for other things like this and or whatever else I want to do. Now I was thinking about one. Already got the one up there, haven't I? I like these little green ones. If I delve in here, I do have, oh, there's one there, is it? Yeah, number 8. And also I've got a number 1. I know I've used those numbers already, but it doesn't matter. I've got a 0. Really like the dark green ones. But I still do want to just go around the edge. Now this time with the book page, I'm going to do something a bit different. So I'm just using that book page at the very bottom. I do want it to be up straight, the words to be straight. Yeah, I don't really need that ruler. I can just use the edge of the tag to tear it off. And then this one will come from the other side, kind of here. Just get this on. Now if you're doing this, make sure you like the words that you're seeing, you know, because you will be looking at them. And then I will put some more of that ink around the edge of this. Got a bit of paper stuck to my finger. It won't get off. There you go. We're getting that just very subtly around the edge. And then number 8, and I will put something else on that empty section in the middle there. These fit perfectly over those ring reinforcements, so they're very good to put on there because they're just perfect size. Now, what do I want to put on here? I'm wondering if I can go with another butterfly, you know. One of the... And that one's a bit too big, isn't it? Grab the butterflies back. They're very staticky, these, and they tend to jump all over the place, and because they're little, you know, thin, and so they're really, really slippery as well. I do find it difficult sometimes to get them up. I don't think I've got something small enough now. Having said that, I might have to go back to this box. I had a bigger butterfly in here before, didn't I? There's this one, that's a bit too small. Ah, here. There's this one. And then this one. Might pull these down. And that one, and then see if I can find a smaller one. Here. Maybe that pretty green one. Have them going up like that. I think that looks quite good. I'll do that. So I'm probably going to stop there. I've done 2 and I'll go on and do the others later. So I've got this one here, and then you could have one in there, of course, as I said before, and one at the back. But for now, I'm just going to stick with the 2 that I've got. Look, I've got 8 and 8. Maybe I'll switch them over and do 4 and 8 on this side. So that's it. I think that's quite good. I quite like those pockets. So thanks to Roxy for giving us that challenge, and I will catch you next time. This is Deborah. Cheers.